Bestrobo.in, your favorite robotic and electronics store in India.
Hello everyone, welcome to Mifratech. Today in this section we will learn about ultrasonic sensor. So it is this ultrasonic sensor mainly used in order to measure the distance. So this is how ultrasonic sensor will look like. This is ultrasonic sensor SCSR04. So it mainly has 4 pins, as you can see here. One is the VCC, that is in order to provide a power supply, and there is a ground pin in order to we have to connect to ground, and there is a trigger pin and a echo pin. So this trigger pin, it is like in order to send the signals, and echo pin, it is the signal like in order to detect the reflected back signals. So based on the mainly how it will work means it will send some ultrasonic sound waves. So whenever an object is detected means, so it will come back. So the signals will be reflected back, so that based on the sending and reflected back time duration, based on this duration it will calculate the distance like that. In order to measure the distance, we can make use of this ultrasonic sensor. So as a mainly ultrasonic sensor, you can call it as a level sensor, also in order to measure the distance by using the sensor. What it will do means it has emits an ultrasonic wave. So whenever first it will emit the ultrasonic wave, then it will receive the reflected back from the target. So based on the duration of sensor ultrasonic waves, it is reflected back. Based on those duration only, it will calculate the distance. So how it will exactly calculate means, as you can see, in order to calculate the distance, this is the formula. Distance is 1 by 2 t into c. Here t is nothing but the time taken by the that ultrasonic waves which is transmitted and reflected back. That whole time duration is there, no, that whole time duration we will call it as a t. So only I am using 1 by 2 because in order to take only half of the reflected back duration. After that, here c, as you can see, c is the speed of the ultrasonic waves which I am transmitting the sound waves. The speed of that sonic speed, that is what c. So if you use this formula in order to calculate the distance. So as you can see here, so this is there will be a sender or receiver. So there are two, as you can see, trigger and echo. So that one will be sending the ultrasonic waves. If it is a blue color one, as you can see, if it is an object means whenever it hit it, the ultrasonic will come back. That is a reflected wave. So the whole original wave going and reflected wave, the total duration is there, no, that is what a t here. C is the sonic speed. So by using this distance formula, we can calculate the distance measurement using this ultrasonic sensor. So this is how ultrasonic sensor will work. So it has mainly 4 pins, as I told earlier itself. VCC, this is in order to provide power supply. Usually will provide a 5 volts power supply to turn on this ultrasonic sensor. And there is a trigger pin. So trigger pin will make trigger pin will take it as an input, because the trigger pin is the one which will send the ultrasonic waves. So this pin has to be kept high for we can make it of a 10 microsecond. We can give the delays, like how much long we have to send the signals. So after it sending the ultrasonic waves, so we have to in order to collect also there is a pin echo. So what is echo pin? Echo pin is the receiver pin which you have to we have in the pin mode. You have to take it as output pin, because so it will receive the reflected back ultrasonic waves. So there is a ground pin which we have to connect to ground. So what are the technical data of this ultrasonic sensor means? It works on the operating voltage of 5 volts. So what measuring distance? So it will up to theoretically it will measure the distance up to 2 centimeter to 450 centimeter. Practically using it will detect up to range from 2 centimeter to 80 centimeter range. It will work. It has accuracy of 3 mm. So it in measuring angle will be less than 50 degrees. Operating current is less than 50 millivolts, 50 milliamps, and it has an operating frequency of 40 hertz. So these are the technical specification of this ultrasonic waves. It mainly calculate distance up to 2 centimeter to 80 centimeter. So what are the applications of this ultrasonic sensor? So you can make use of obstacle avoidance in order to detect obstacles, in order to measure the distance. You can use in the obstacle avoid and detect obstacle robots, an obstacle avoider robot, path finding robot, where there and all you can make use of this ultrasonic sensor. Like you can also use whenever you have to measure distances, that case you can make use of this. And like in order to choose the map object surrounding the sensor by rotating also, like in order to measure the depth of any some small things, you can make use of this ultrasonic sensor. So next we'll see how to interface this ultrasonic sensor with Arduino, and we'll see how to program it. So here, as it has mainly 4 pins, we have to first VCC, we have to connect a 5 volts power supply of Arduino Uno. As you can see, I have connected here. Next, ground pin, I have connected ground of Arduino Uno. Next, 2 pins remaining is trigger, that is the input pin that will be sending the sound waves, that I have connected to pin number 3 of Arduino Uno. Next one is the echo. The echo is the output pin which will be receiving the reflected back waves, that I have connected to pin number 2 of Arduino Uno. So this is a simple connection in order to interface ultrasonic sensor. So next we'll see how to program this. So as I connected to trigger pin as pin number 3 of Arduino Uno and echo pin to pin number 2. So that I am defined earlier itself here in the program, and after that I am taking 2 variables. One is the long duration, this is in order to calculate the duration, and one more in order to find the distance. After that we have to set up. So pin mode I have to define here. Pin mode means I am in the sensor, the trigger pin is the one which is sending the ultrasonic waves. So that is for the Arduino it will become as output, so I am defining as output. And so pin mode of echo pin will be the which is receiving the reflected back ultrasonic waves, so that I have to define as the input pin. So I am using pin mode of echo pin as input. After that baud rate I am defining serial dot begin of 9000. After that in the loop have to define the original program, because it has to execute it repeatedly. So I am using digital rate of trigger pin. Initially I am making the trigger pin as low. After that there will be after 2 microseconds of delay, using delay of microsecond in 2, I am making trigger pin as high. So after 2 microseconds it will be sending the ultrasonic waves. So after that I am using again delay of microsecond 10 microsecond. After every 10 microseconds of sending the ultrasonic waves, I am making again a trigger pin as low. So after every 10 microseconds I am sending the ultrasonic waves. After that I am calculating the duration. So using this pulse ln of echo pin I am making high. So whenever it is a high means echo pin is nothing but whenever it is receiving the reflected waves, it will become high. So at that way this pulse ln, what it will do means it will give the duration in millisecond value. So that millisecond value I am storing in the variable duration. So whatever the duration I am getting, that I am using in order to calculate the distance. So formula I have explained earlier itself, that is 1/2 distance into ultrasonic sonic speed. So duration is the calculated duration into the 0.034 is the sonic speed divided by 2. So this formula give me the output, after calculating this I will get the distance values, that I am showing the variable distance. So I am that distance, whatever the distance measuring, that I am printing in the serial monitor as distance. So by using this simple program we can calculate the measure the distance using ultrasonic sensor with while interfacing with the Arduino Uno microcontroller. So like this you can make use of this ultrasonic sensor in obstacle detection or obstacle avoidance robotic projects, or measuring the depth of anything or any distance measurement. You can make use of this ultrasonic sensor. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you.